India and Pakistan have a long and troubled history. The partition of British India in 1947 created two new states. However, it also led to violence and displacement. The region of Kashmir became a major point of contention. Both India and Pakistan claimed the territory. This dispute led to wars and ongoing tensions. The line of control, or LOC, divides Kashmir. It is a dangerous and heavily militarized zone. Both countries have accused each other of ceasefire violations over the years. There have been periods of relative calm, but the underlying tensions have never truly disappeared. In recent decades, there have been efforts to improve relations. Dialogue and confidence-building measures have yielded some progress. However, these efforts have often been derailed by renewed violence and mistrust. The conflict has had a devastating impact on the people of Kashmir. It has also had wider regional and global implications. The international community has repeatedly called for a peaceful resolution. However, a lasting solution remains elusive. In July 2023, tensions between India and Pakistan escalated once again. Skirmishes broke out along the line of control. Each side blamed the other for the violence. These clashes resulted in casualties on both sides, including civilians. The situation worsened in August when Pakistan accused India of a cross-border raid. India denied the accusation. The rhetoric from both sides became increasingly heated. Political leaders exchanged harsh words. Military activity increased along the LOC. International concern grew as the violence continued into September. The United Nations urged restraint. Neighboring countries called for de-escalation. The United States and China offered to mediate. However, these early efforts at dialogue proved unsuccessful. By October 2023, the situation in Kashmir had deteriorated significantly. India imposed a curfew, protests erupted, the humanitarian situation became dire. The risk of a wider conflict loomed large. In November 2023, there was a glimmer of hope. After intense diplomatic pressure, India and Pakistan agreed to a temporary ceasefire. This ceasefire allowed for the delivery of humanitarian aid to the region. It also provided a window of opportunity for dialogue. The European Union played a key role in facilitating the ceasefire. They called for both sides to engage in meaningful talks. They also stressed the importance of addressing the underlying causes of the conflict. In December 2023, backdoor negotiations began. These talks were shrouded in secrecy. They involved high-ranking officials from both countries. While the details remain confidential, it is believed that these talks laid the groundwork for a more structured dialogue process. As the new year began, there was a sense of cautious optimism. The ceasefire held. Both sides continued to engage in talks. The international community remained cautiously hopeful that a lasting peace might be possible. In January 2024, India and Pakistan issued a joint statement. They pledged to continue dialogue. They also agreed to explore confidence-building measures. This was a significant step forward. It signaled a willingness to find a peaceful resolution. However, the situation remained fragile. In February 2024, tensions flared again on Kashmir Solidarity Day. This annual event commemorates the Kashmiri struggle for self-determination. India reiterated its stance on Kashmir. Pakistan reaffirmed its support for the Kashmiri people. Despite these challenges, the dialogue process continued. In March 2024, the UN released a report on the humanitarian impact of the conflict. The report highlighted the urgent need for a peaceful resolution. It also called for greater international support for the people of Kashmir. By April 2024, India and Pakistan had agreed on a set of confidence-building measures. These included steps to reduce military tensions along the Low Sea. They also included plans for increased trade and cultural exchanges. These measures were seen as crucial for building trust and creating a more conducive environment for peace talks. In a major breakthrough, India and Pakistan agreed to hold formal peace talks in Geneva in May 2024. These talks were seen as a historic opportunity to address the long-standing issues between the two countries. The international community eagerly awaited the outcome of these talks, hoping for a breakthrough that could finally bring peace to the region.